I'm not going to stand here and try and convince you that learning and development are really important. You wouldn't be here watching this if you didn't already know that. And yet recent research by Deloitte suggests that a corporate learner has just 20 minutes a week to devote to learning. 20 minutes. Should that scare us? Well, yes, it probably should scare us. At least it should if we're still following the traditional approach to learning design and delivery. Now, I've used that traditional approach for most of my career in L&D. It focuses essentially on 3 questions. What competencies do we need to develop? What's the most effective program concept? And what learning content do we need to include? Competencies, concept, and content. The 3 C's, I liked to call them. And they've defined the corporate learning landscape for decades. Now, don't get me wrong, all that stuff was vitally important, and still is today. It's just that on its own, it's no longer enough to inspire learners, to win their commitment, and to guarantee that they will put new skills and knowledge into practice. And it's certainly not enough if all you have to work with is just 20 minutes a week. Here at Teach on Mars, that 20-minute statistic doesn't scare us at all. In fact, we believe you can achieve enormous tangible results in 20 minutes a week. Provided it's 20 minutes every learner can devote to the kind of engaging and relevant learning experiences that he is personally looking for. And for that to work, we believe the real focus of learning design and delivery has to be on the individual user. You need to ensure that every individual user is connected to their learning experience, convinced of its value, and consciously engaged in its completion. Connected, convinced, conscious. The new 3 C's, if you like. The Teach on Mars platform is mobile first. That means it's been specifically developed for deployment via mobile devices. The format and content of the learning experiences it proposes adapt spontaneously to where the learner is, to what he's doing, and to his professional challenges. Put a fully personalised learning environment on each learner's mobile device, and you do 2 things. First, you place in his pocket the ability and the desire to take control of his own development. Second, you equip him to be more effective, more serene, and more confident in pretty much everything he does. In other words, meet the learner halfway and you double the value of the learning experience, because it's 20 minutes of real, engaged, inspiring learning. And of course, it may not stay 20 minutes for long. It could quite easily turn into 30, 60 or 90 minutes of learning per user per week, maybe even more, because the Teach on Mars solution has been designed to produce levels of traction and learner engagement like nothing you've ever seen before. Because Teach on Mars is a more robust mobile learning environment than ever before. It looks better than ever before, works better than ever before, and tracks your learners' daily lives to be more relevant and empowering than ever before. Not to mention the fact that it has a richer diversity of learning experiences than ever before. Best of all, learners adopt it, use it, and ask for more, because it's accessible and it's fun. But don't take my word for it. Let's take a look at what some of our major clients are already doing to get their learners connected, convinced, and conscious using the Teach on Mars platform.